Namaste, hello and welcome to Yoga Flow. My name is Melanie de Villiers and today I'm going to guide you through a beginner's Iyengar practice. The props you're going to need is a belt, or if you don't have a belt available you can also use a scarf, and then possibly a blanket, and the blanket is more for comfort and convenience than a necessity. So during the practice, please keep yourself safe. Ensure that you align your body correctly, and if any of the postures feel uncomfortable, then please take rest in the final shape, Savasana. So listen very carefully to your body and to the movement of your breath. And if you feel that your breath is straining, maybe it means that that particular posture is a little bit too much for you and you need to just slow down, take rest, and then continue the practice once again. So I look forward to share it with you. To start, come to sit down in a comfortable cross-legged position. So here is where you might need your blanket, and if you feel that your knees are a lot higher than your hips, you just fold your blanket a few times until you've got a nice higher height to sit on with your sitting bones, and then just allowing your knees to descend down towards the earth. It might mean that you need 2 blankets and you can just fold them one on top of the other. So really get ease in your hip flexor area. Legs crossed in the middle of your shin, your heels directly in front of your knees. And then take your hands and move your buttock flesh backwards so that you are seated on your sitting bones. And from here, bring the palms of your hands to touch at the center of your heart, and then descend your thumbs slightly lower than the base of your sternum, or towards the base of your sternum. So the tops of your thumbs to the base of your sternum. And move your upper buttock flesh down towards the earth. So you're drawing your upper buttocks down. Move your pubic bone up towards your breastbone. And as you do that, let your lower abdomen broaden back and upward. Keep your sternum lifted by bringing your shoulder blades into your back body. Feel that your heart space opens and your collarbones remain open. And then just check in with yourself that your lower abdomen is still spreading in and up, and your lower front ribs is spread into your body. Keeping the palms of your hands together. Let the tops of your shoulders relax away from your ears. And then softly close your eyes and relax your throat. Relax your jaw and just see that your chin is parallel to the earth. So it's not moving forward or backward or too far down or up, just parallel to the earth. Align the crown of your head directly above your pelvic floor, and let your eyes soften away from your eyelids and let them soften in the direction of your heart space. With that, let the frontal lobes of your brain soften and allow the skin of your forehead to soften in the direction of your heart. Becoming quiet internally, find the feeling of your breath moving inside you. And then without disturbing yourself too much, just very gently let your eyes open and release your hands, and then change the cross of your legs. So you bring your non-habitual leg in front. So changing. Make sure again that you're crossing mid-shin, your heels are directly in line with your knees, and then take your hands and move your buttock flesh backward. So once again, you're sitting directly onto your sitting bones. Bring the palms of your hands together and align yourself once again. This alignment is throughout your yoga practice. So once you perfect it in your seated posture, it goes as a thread throughout the whole of your practice. So again, your palms of your hands together, and just let the thumbs come to the base of your sternum. And then here we begin with that pattern that flows throughout the whole practice. And I'm going to stand up to show you, but you'll stay seated down the way you are. So your upper buttocks move down towards the earth. So as you do that, you'll feel that more naturally the pubic bone can lift up towards your breastbone. As your pubic bone lifts up to your breastbone, feel that your lower abdomen spreads back and upward. Then maintain this forward bending pattern in your lower body, but begin to create a back bending in your upper body by bringing your shoulder blades into your back body. So your sternum lifts up, and then as you have your hands together, roll your inner upper arms out and your outer upper arms back to find space in the armpit chest area. And then you soften your throat. Relax your jaw and your tongue, and relax your eyes. So you want to eventually be able to close your eyes and let your eyeballs soften away from your eye sockets, your eyelids. And let your eyes also soften down in the direction of your heart space. Then your crown of your head remains lifted up to the sky, and you're aligning it directly above your pelvic floor, your perineum. And finally, let the skin of your forehead also, with your eyes, soften down in the direction of your heart. And just sit with your heart space open, that feeling of grounding down through your sitting bones, and find a moment of peace, a moment of quiet. Just pay attention to your breath and let your breath very freely move through your nose. So let your mouth softly close. Just feeling the movement of your breath in and out of your nostrils. Breathing through your nostrils prepares the breath to be the right temperature for your lungs. Also gives it the right moisture. It totally prepares the breath as it goes in, and it allows the breath to be cleansed for use in every cell of your body. From here, bow your head to your heart. Just take a moment to make your own internal acknowledgements. Then release the backs of your hands onto your thighs, your palms of your hands facing up to the sky, and slowly and softly raise your head up and let your eyes open. Then come to lie down on your mat. If you would like to use your blanket for your head, you are very welcome to do that. And in case your head throws back in this manner, then it's a good idea to fold your blanket a few times so that you adjust your head, that your chin can come towards your chest. Otherwise, you can just use your blanket for comfort underneath your head. So coming to lie down, when you lie down and you've got your blanket, just have the blanket touching the shoulders, the tops of your shoulders. If you don't have a blanket, it's not a problem at all. You just lie with your head flat on the earth. Palms of your hands facing up to the sky, your knees bent directly above your ankles, and take a moment to let your lower back settle into the earth. So here we've got that same pattern, upper buttocks moving to the heels, pubic bone to breastbone, lower abdomen spreads, the inner shoulder blades come into your back body to open your sternum, inner upper arms rolling out, and your armpit chest open. Throat soft, eyes relaxed. We're going to use the belt. So you're going to take your belt and unroll your belt and take your scarf. And then from here, bring your right knee in towards your chest and bring your belt around the ball of your right foot. And straighten your right leg up to the sky. So it might be that you're holding lower down on the belt. Wherever you're holding, make sure that your arms are straight. So you're trying to hold as close to your foot as possible, but at the same time plugging your upper arm bones into your shoulder sockets. So from here, keeping your right leg up, straighten your left leg away from you. Press strongly into both your center of your heel bones and make sure that your front thighs are moving towards your back thighs strongly. So this action, front thigh to back thigh, front thigh to back thigh, so that you open up space behind your knee joint. And you're rooting down this left thigh and drawing the right leg closer to your upper body without bending the knee. Elbows are moving out to the side so that you can keep your collarbones wide. Nice spacious breathing. Keeping your right leg in line with your right hip. And then just be with your breath. Feel it out. Each time you inhale, you find more length in the leg. Each time you exhale, you see, can you open that leg a little bit more. Then from here, take both loops of your belt into your right hand. Keep your left leg absolutely stable and your left arm reaching out in line with your left shoulder, palm of the hand facing up. Keep that left shoulder blade rooted to the earth. Then bring that right leg out to your right side. And as far as you can, comfortably, maybe you can rest your right elbow down onto the earth, not to let the leg drop down to the earth. You keep drawing that foot closer towards your shoulder and use your abdomen to strongly draw from right to left so that you are rooting the left side of your body. Both legs, front thigh to back thigh. So this right leg moving the front thigh to the back thigh. You're keeping space behind your knee joint. And nice long deep breaths. Roll that outer right thigh away from your upper body towards your inner left heel. Keep your head and your neck straight. Keep your throat relaxed, your eyes relaxed. Then bring that right leg back up. And now change. So you're going to hold both loops of the belt into your left hand. Bring your right arm out in line with your right shoulder, palm of the hand facing up. Keeping that right shoulder blade as rooted as you can to the earth. Turn onto the pinky toe side of your left foot and bring your right leg over to your left side. Both legs straight and strong. So front thigh to back thigh on that left leg. Front thigh to back thigh on your right leg. And you keep your right shoulder blade rooted. Move your abdomen strongly from left to right. So you're wringing out your abdominal organs. Move this outer right hip towards your left heel. And right shoulder blade rooting. Head and neck straight. Nice deep spacious breaths. Then bring that right leg back up to the sky. Left foot turns so the toes face up to the sky. One more time, just draw that right leg closer to you. And then release the belt. Bend your right knee, step your foot onto the earth. Bend your left knee, step your foot onto the earth. And take a moment, just take a break there. Then keeping your right knee bent. Now bend your left knee towards your chest and bring the belt around the ball of your foot. Then reach your leg straight up to the sky. So again, it doesn't matter if you're holding lower onto the belt, but wherever you're holding, make sure that your arms are straight and your upper arm bones are still plugged into your shoulder sockets and your shoulders are down towards the earth. Then from there, straighten your right leg away from your upper body. Press into both the centers of your heels quite firmly, so you're rooting through the centers of your heels. And then both legs, front thigh to back thigh, front thigh to back thigh, so that you're opening up that space behind your knee joint and that right leg is rooted down. And you're drawing this left leg to your capacity closer towards you without bending the knee. So you keep that strong opening of your leg and just breathing into it. Your elbows draw out to the side so that your collarbones are spacious and open. Your throat soft and your eyes relax. And just using your breath. So each time you inhale, you find more length in your leg. Each time you exhale, you bring that leg a little bit closer. Spacious, easy breaths. You're tuning into your own rhythm, your own life force. Now from here, bring both loops into your left hand. Bring your right arm out in line with your right shoulder, palm of the hand facing up to the sky. Firmly root down this right thigh, right shoulder blade into the earth, and then bring your left leg out to your left side. Slow, easy breathing as you do that. And again, watch not to drop the leg down. You can drop the elbow to support your shoulder, but draw the foot in the direction of your shoulder. So you keep drawing that leg up. Right leg stays absolutely rooted. Moving that outer left thigh away from your upper body towards your right heel. And front thigh to back thigh on both your legs so you make space behind your knee joint. Abdomen moving from your left to your right, so you keep the right side body rooted. Throat soft. Eyes relaxed and keeping your neck in line with your spine. Now bring that left leg back up. Take both loops into your right hand. Bring your left arm out to your left side, in line with your left shoulder. And you're going to turn onto the pinky toe side of that right foot as you bring this left leg all the way over to your right side. Both legs strong. Front thigh to back thigh on that right leg. Front thigh to back thigh on this left leg. Keeping your left shoulder blade rooted. Rolling this outer left thigh away from your upper body towards your right heel. And draw your abdomen strongly from right to left. So you really massaging into those internal organs. Keep your left shoulder blade rooted, and again check that your neck and your head remain straight. Be with your breath. Now bringing that left leg back up, turn the right toes to face up, take the belt with both your hands one more time, draw that left leg closer to you, and then release the belt, bend your left knee, step the foot onto the earth, and bend your right knee, step the foot onto the earth, and just take a moment to let your sacrum area settle and soften. Bring your both arms out in line with your shoulders and step your feet and your knees together. So Jathara Parivartanasana. From here, you're going to sit both buttocks over to your right side. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Squeeze your knees together. Keep pressing the backs of your arms against the earth. And now, bring both your knees over towards your left elbow. And as you do that, keeping your arms stretched out, I'm just going to demonstrate with my hand. Bring your abdomen strongly from your left to your right. So you're massaging into your abdominal organs, you're strengthening your abdominal muscles, and just be with your breath. Keep your neck straight up to the sky, but keep your eyes soft. Nice full deep breaths. Really waking up the organic body. Then keep your knees squeezed together, bring them back to your chest. Then step your feet flat onto the earth and come back to the center. Level your sacrum, take a moment there. Your sacrum is this triangular bone at the base of your spine. So you just want that to always come back into a neutral position. Now, from here, squeeze your ankles and your knees together. Sit your buttocks over to your left side and bring your knees in towards your chest. From here, bring your knees over towards your right elbow, keeping your arms stretched out. Press the backs of your arms into the earth. And I'm just going to demonstrate with my hand. Strongly draw your abdomen from right to left. So you're wringing out your abdominal organs and massaging into your internal body. So not only are you strengthening your abdominal muscles, but you're also strengthening your abdominal organs. Be with your breath, keeping your neck straight, keeping your head straight. Now bring your knees back to your chest, then step your feet onto the earth, and once again, level your sacrum. Bring your soles of your feet down together. Let your knees drop out to the side for Supta Baddha Konasana. Upper buttocks towards your heels. Pubic bone to breastbone. Lower abdomen spreads into your lower back and in the direction of your chest. Inner shoulder blades come in towards your back body so that you can lift your sternum, open your collarbones, roll your inner upper arms out, outer upper arms down towards the earth. And just take a few nice quiet breaths. You can let your eyes soften. Again, move your gaze of your eyes in the direction of your heart. And you can do that even with your eyes closed. So there's a softness of the skin of your forehead, a softness of your eyes in the direction of your heart space. Long, deep, even breathing through your nose. And then from here, bring your knees together. You can use your hands on the outsides of your thighs to do that. And then just extend your legs away from your upper body. Let your inner legs roll out to your outer legs. Roll your inner upper arms out and just let go for a few moments. Just soften, release. Savasana. Just let your body release into the earth. A feeling of surrender. Deep inner relaxation. Becoming one with your breath. Just very gently allow your awareness to come back up into the surface of your body. Taking a few deeper inhalations and exhalations from the inside out. And then bend your elbows and bring your hands either to your abdomen or your chest or both. Just feeling the sacredness of that life force inside you. Bend your knees to step your feet onto the earth. And then reach your right arm up beside your right ear and roll your body onto your right side with your knees to your chest. Rest your cheek on your upper arm and let your left hand drop onto the earth in front of your abdomen. Then very softly let your eyes open. Keep your head relaxed. Press into your left hand and finally into your right hand to slowly bring your body up. It comes up last. Taking your blankets, if you have one, and just spread it nice and wide and come to sit on your heels, toes pointing directly back. If it feels a little strong on your knees, then you can always build it up by sitting on a few other blankets in between your heels and your buttocks. And then from here again, bring your palms of your hands together at your heart. Upper buttocks moving down to the earth. Lower abdomen spreads in and up. Shoulder blades into your back body. Collarbones open. Eyes soft and downward looking towards your heart space. We'll share one to finish. So the sound ah, or and then silence. Exhale completely. Take a nice full deep inhalation. Bow your head to your heart. Release the backs of your hands onto your thighs. Gently raise your head up and let your eyes softly open. And thank you very much for joining me for this absolute beginner's flow today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I deeply look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.